welcome to Queer Games Heck Yeah for today. Hope you're doing well. I'm just juggling the audio levels, so I'm a little bit distracted. I shouldn't be though, because you think I'd figured it out by now. But if you know me, you know that I never have, and never will. What have we got? What have we got happening tonight? Okay, we've got a game called The Cleaner. Doesn't that look interesting? Doesn't that look really interesting? Okay, so a couple of things up front. I know nothing about these games, so if you don't like surprise content, look away. The other thing about it is I'm running it in Linux, and this is a Windows game, and I noticed on the command line that it is scrolling a bunch of error messages quite heavily, which is not the game developer's fault. That's on my local setup. But I'm just kind of aware that at any point this thing could just crash. So we're kind of living by our seat at the moment. We should do introductions. I'm Luke Miller, I'm a game dev, I make little gay games, although after about 15 years I'm taking a break and I'm making, I guess you'd call it a straight game. It's called Liberation, little space sim. I was working on it today. I was doing like space combat where you're like flying around shooting at stuff, and I'm like, well, this seems gay to me, but who am I to judge, you know? Yes, I just thought I'd try something different for once. It's so strange because most people I think go the other way. They go, well, I've made so many straight games, I may as well try making a queer one. But for me, no, I've been swimming and living queer games so long. I'm just like, I need a break. Maybe, let's see what's happening out there. And on my break, what do I do? My break from queer games, what am I going to do? I'm going to play queer games because I love them so much. Because right at this moment, as we speak, the Queer Games Bundle is happening, which is a yearly, this is its third year. We never take it for granted that it's going to be back next year, because you never know. But this is the third year it's on, and it's where a bunch of artists get together, or rounded up, really, and they put all their queer games and albums and comic books and tabletop games into a bundle, and it's for sale for a small fee, and it's amazing. And this is one of the games in it, The Cleaner. We should get going, or else we'll be here forever. Already the production value on this game seems like a step up for most. Everyone was dead. Look at this, camera work. The ones I loved, or something or other. Worry not, my child. Look at that virus thing. Everything is alright. See, this is actually a game. This is actually like a opening cutscene. Expert called this event the Decimation. The Void, responsible for Wall Street. The Smiling Disease, deadliest disease in history. The Void vanishes. If this is another COVID game, I swear I'm gonna go crazy. Oh my gosh, it's not a visual novel. This is insane. Oh, okay, it's keyboard. It's broken already. Sighs. There once was a man living in a very broken world. All around him, everything was collapsing, leaving nothing but dust in its wake. And yet, all he wanted was a working VCR. What's a VCR? You were supposed to be my payment. Why can't you work? Oh, it's of no use. The lady told me her parents hadn't used it in forever. Question mark, question mark. People could die, societies could vanish around him. It wasn't any of his business. He had very few pleasures in life, and one of them had been denied to him for years. If he could have watched it one last time, then he would have been a happy man. Oh, I see. He's got something on the videotape he wants to watch. That's genius. That's what a genius piece of storytelling that is. Because it's it's sort of something that was so accessible and is now inaccessible, but also something incredibly irreplaceable and valuable is on that videotape. Oh, that's genius. This is what I mean about queer games. Queer indie games. They just throw out these little nuggets. My shift is over. I suppose this is as far as I'll go for today. What day is it again? Tuesday. Will he be here then? Yeah, I hope so. I could use some distraction. Loading. All that was left to him were those meaningless nights, vanishing faster than the alcohol inside his blood. He couldn't complain, however. It wasn't the worst thing he'd experienced. In fact, it was almost pleasant. Bartender. Good evening, you're back. I suppose I am. Man, hey there. Up for a drink? You bet. That man, always smiling, every night they'd meet. Usually, he wouldn't stick with the same person for more than a few nights, but they'd been hanging around for a good month or two now. He couldn't even remember exactly. He was entertaining enough to make those late hours go faster. He was never listening to all he said fully, only grasping bits and pieces of his light-hearted chats. Yet it was more than enough. It was the end of the world, after all, wasn't it? He couldn't exactly be picky. Already I can tell the main character does a lot of work. It's like, you know, all the other guy at the bar is just trying to be friendly. Well, you know, just trying to be, like, open to something. And this guy is coming with a list of conditions already. As long as he wasn't asking him anything personal, all was good. For now, he'd been quite skilled at following his rules. Man, so how was your day? Reply, nothing special. Right. Anything particular you want to drink? Let's see. He was no fool. He knew that the guy must have had it bad for him to bear with his selfishness. Right, I'm with you. Had the world still been normal, he would have probably found something else more interesting, in another bar perhaps. Oof. But by now they're all stuck there until their days would have run out. This is great. I don't think I've ever seen, like, the concept of settling in a computer game before. Genius. Bartender, it's almost 9 p.m. Man, are they still doing it? Yesterday there was nothing, so I wonder. What are you talking about? The 9 p.m. broadcast, says the man. You know, pretty much the last one there is. Bartender, or was. I have no interest in it, I say. Man, not a TV fan? Not exactly. Is it still going to be about how everyone is dying? Maybe? Bartender, not much else to talk about these days. I say, I'd rather have a good movie to watch if I was going to die. Man says, you've got a point, hey. Who decided that this was a good idea, I ask. Bartender, they once thought that perhaps the smiling death was connected to electronic devices. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he says, looking around at how he is just encased in electronic devices in this room. Ha, such nonsense, I say. The man replies, I don't think anyone would ever prove anything when it comes to that disease. Bartender says, indeed. Bartender, we have nothing, and we will never have anything at this rate. The man doesn't say anything. I say, my only problem is what I'll be having tonight. So enough about all of that. My, as brash as always, says the bartender. I'm always astonished to see how unwavering you are, young one. There's no use in thinking about death when we're alive, is there, I ask. The man says, that's quite an impressive piece of logic. To which I reply, how about I get you a stronger drink as well then? You'll think less. Man, well, sure. Bartender, always as rich as well. Don't say that, I almost worked for free today. You know who the only people with money still are today, don't you? Asked the bartender. So what about it? I work hard to earn it. I don't doubt that, says the bartender. So some people in that line of business abuse of this crooked system. It's just that some people in that line of business abuse of this crooked system. I think that's just abuse this crooked system. They usually don't even know what my day job is, I say. How can you even know if I'm charging too much? Bartender, I wouldn't be surprised, seeing how you are. Careful there. This is giving me On the Beach vibes, which is a book from the 1950s and a film from like the 1960s, set in my hometown of Frankston in Melbourne, in Victoria, in Australia, in the Southern Hemisphere, on Earth. And it's like there's been the nuclear war and everywhere else is obliterated, and now there's just a cloud of radiation just slowly moving across the world, and like the last two places are like Melbourne and Tasmania. And so the book is just kind of everybody just waiting for that day, which is like just a couple of months away. It's pretty good. I think the film is like a 6 out of 10, but it's got some really good moments. It's like an adult film, like just full of like adults being adults. I really appreciate it for that, like, because there's just so much stuff today is just kind of made for like juveniles. But On the Beach, I think, is like just like a really serious film. So of course it's really boring. But it's good. And it's amazing to see Frankston on screen, you know. It's quite photogenic. Although they imported to like Hollywood stars to film it in the 60s, which is a big deal at the time. And after it, apparently, they asked one of the stars, I think Eva Gardner, what was it like to film in Melbourne? And she goes, well, it was a great place to make a film about the end of the world. Which, you know, She says she didn't say that, but I think, I want to believe that she did. I can always bring my money somewhere else, I say. The bartender replies. That I doubt. Bartender, even when times were normal, you would get kicked out for getting into arguments. Enough about this, yeah? I'm too tired to be arguing. Bartender. How about we talk about something else then? Alright. There's not much to do so far. I thought we were going to be walking around like a little RPG, but it has gone back to being a very visual novel. Anything you'd like to hear? Says the man. I go. Have you been reading anything else lately? Man, I've read a few poems. Anything good? It depends. How about you tell me some? Man, okay. Bartender, you are too nice to him. There was something soothing when he could hear him recite the poems or stories he had read during the day. A part of him wondered about why someone would spend the apocalypse at the library, but it was none of his business. To each his own, as long as he could listen to some stories. As long as he could feel what dreams were like in that infinite darkness he couldn't escape from. This game is like a barrel of fun the day after. Man, okay. I mean, I'm also loving that there's like a gay relationship like front and center in the first part of this game. Normally I find gay games suffer from like the absent partner. It's like, oh, they were killed 20 years ago, and now I'm just walking around and echoing memories of them. I've been guilty of that too. My ex-boyfriend, the space tyrant. Spoiler, you don't see the ex-boyfriend until like the end of the game. So it's just really nice to have like two gay guys who are having sex together, like having a kind of relationship, like a type of relationship, I should say. Just having it up front. Hey. Oh? Good morning, I say. The man says, good morning. This must be the first time I see you leaving. I reply, it's not my fault you sleep in every time. Man replies, I guess. Man, can I get you something? I have some coffee, I think. Sure, as long as it's quick. Oh, they're hanging out. And the man says, are you up to anything fun today? Me, I don't think so, no. Work only. I see. Are you going to go to the library again? The man says, not today. There's something I have to do. I ask, like what? Man, sorry, I can't really tell. To which I reply, so you do have your secrets as well, huh? The man says, not as much as you do, I'd say. Fair enough, I reply. Can I tell you something, though? When I'm hopefully done with that, I really want to find a doctor. Why, I ask. A checkup won't hurt, will it? He says. It's been forever since last time. Are you going to die, I ask. The man says, what? If you are, just tell me, I say. No need to be shy. The man says, I'm not sure how you got that idea. But if you know any good doctor, let me know. My back is hurting a lot. Same for my arm. Although it's probably related to my new work. Uh-oh. It's the smiling sickness. I've never been sick, I say, so I don't know. Does this mean I need to take it easy during the night? Oh. I didn't mean it that way, says the man. Good, I reply. It's interesting. We don't know the other guy. We don't know anybody's name, actually. Good, it's the only time of day I can have some fun, I say. Are you that bored during the end of the world? Says the man. I reply, I am. What about it? Man, I see. Thanks for the coffee. Don't mention it, says the man. Will I be seeing you on Saturday? I might go tonight as well, if you're up for it. Otherwise, Saturday is fine. I might be a bit busier today. But if you don't mind waiting until a bit later, I can show up. The man says, that's fine with me. Good then. I'll see you later, yeah? Yes. Have a good day? You too. Man. Oh. I thought we were playing as the other character, but now we're playing as the man. That's interesting. Oh, did he drop something? There's something under the table. A visit card? Is it a VHS tape? Charon Boats Cleaning Services. That sounds... murdery. Oh, a cleaner, huh. Let's see here. This should be a pretty easy one. Nothing weird seems to have happened. My client was her friend, so she would have known. Let's get to this. I better start with where the body was. Yeah. Okay, we can move, we can run, we can interact, we can save. Well, we'll save. Ooh. I don't know what game engine this is. I mean, it could be like something like RPG Maker, or... That's all I've got. Oh, the room. Oh, I love this little... There is this sort of glitchy kind of chromatic effect they've got on some of the elements of the game, which is quite nice. Oh dear, look at that. Okay, oh, so we've got to walk around. Can I walk fast? No, wait a minute. I'm going to try. There we go. Okay. And enter to interact. Okay. Press enter. Oh. This is the cleaning. It's a little mini game, I think. Okay, all good. Now that's more cleaning than I've done in a month in my own house. Hooray for games that make you do chores. I saw someone on Twitch the other day power washing a playground, and they were like, oh, this playground's pretty big. And part of me was just like, that looks like zero fun. At least if you're going to play a game, at least play something with like giant monsters or something. Okay, all good. Or like, you know, I'm all for contemporary themes. I realised, as I said, play something with monsters, that I'm always going on about contemporary games, but there's something that's a little too real, I think, and maybe just doing your day job is a bit too real. Okay, all good. Time for the rest of the house. Okay. Oh no. Uh-oh. Okay. Could this be my client and the dead woman? This picture looks pretty old. Happier times, huh? Oh, I can't say I care for this mechanic. Oh no, what is this? Okay, we can do this. ZZX? Okay, I'm with you now. I don't mind the little mini game, but I don't think the cleaning thing should pop up each time. I think it's enough for it to just sort of give me a little bling and remove it. I think cutting away is... I'm not a fan. Press enter. Okay, press enter a lot. But, I mean, you know, it's kind of interesting... Oh, yep. It's kind of interesting to have these little puzzles. Yeah. If you watch any other episodes of the Quick Games Tech, yeah, you'll know that it's almost all visual novels. And so for me to actually have to do anything other than click enter is pretty random. This one looks a lot more recent. Were her kids on it? I wonder what school is like. This is a lot of rubbish. Oh. I like this, how it's sort of, oh, here we go. I was going to say unlocking like biographical elements, like of the characters, which is kind of interesting. Happy birthday, Grandma. Cute. Too bad it's in this house. Oh, in the bin it goes. Uh-oh. XZX? Okay. XXZ. I like the portrait of the dog. I think we're about done. Oh, is there anything here? Yep, okay. Ah, death certificates, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Too many. My client said that all of her family perished before her. Quite the harsh fate for a grandmother. Oh. Alright, everything is ready to be taken out. That was relatively fast. Now for the final part. C mode. Press C. I wonder what C mode is. We'll find out. Oh, oh. Oh gosh. Oh, we talked to the dead or something. That's amazing. I love it. What a twist. They all left me behind. No time to lose on things like these. Oh. Oh, I see. There's like some sort of blood trail? No? They left me behind. No time to lose on things like these. Well, I'm not quite sure where we're supposed to, making use of the fast walk thing. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. I love the art. I love this twist. Is there something we're supposed to read, or I feel like we're supposed to help shepherd the person to the next phase of their journey? Maybe we're supposed to make the bed. Is that we've got all these special powers, and it's so we can make the bed? Well, there's this trail here. It goes this way. Let me just check the instructions. The keys. Movement, shift, interact, enter, save, skip text. Why don't shift, interact, enter space? Yeah. I'm not sure. I feel like this giant, bloody, red, dead ghost thing is kind of the point of interest in this scene. But we don't seem to be interacting with it. Maybe the letter on the... Is there anything else on this that's missing? Well, the dog picture's the same. Or we'll save it. This could be a Linux thing, you know what I mean? As I said, the console is... Oh, there we go. Here. Oh, it's a rose or something. Goodbye, Mrs. Meredith Carnes. One done for today. Two more, isn't it? Okay. Time to get a move on then. The more cores, the better. Okay, so we've kind of... I guess we've got to help release them or something? Oh, now back to the bar. That's pretty cool. Okay. How was the doctor's visit? I couldn't find one that would accept new patients. Is that why you look so down? No, it's... I have a lot of problems, all at the same time lately. The end of the world. I know if the end of the world's coming, I just know all my problems are going to try and cram themselves into that last week. Isn't that great? Will you sit down? If you found out tomorrow that the world was ending in a week, would you have more problems or fewer problems? I think I would just have one really big problem, and that's the end of the world. And then a secondary problem of what to do with time. But I don't think I'd be particularly, like... You know... I don't think I'd be trying to get stuff done, is what I'm saying. Would you sit down with me for a bit? Sure. The bartender. Usual for you? Why not? Alright, give me a second. Anything cool to say about your day? Not particularly. Does your back still hurt? All the time lately. Oh dear. Oh no, what if he's dead? I can maybe give you a massage later. Where's the catch? Nothing really. Just know I'm not the gentlest person there is. Oh, that. You aren't particularly gentle in anything you do, if I have to be honest. Oh, complaining now. No, says the man. Sorry, I've just had a rough couple of days. It's okay, I say. I'm sure you'll find a solution to your problems. I'm afraid that might not happen, but I appreciate the kind words. Were they kind? I thought to myself. For your standards, I'd say yes. Good then. Have another drink, yeah? It's on me. I can? Of course. Just do your best until nothing hurts anymore. If I could have just half of your thick skin, I'd be happy. Can't say if it's a curse or a blessing, especially lately. You would barely care, even if you were the one dying of the smiling death. Oh, wait, yeah, okay. For sure. I really don't care. Quite impressive. You be you, I'll be me. If everyone was like me, this world would sink even faster, I say. The bartender replies, that's for sure. The man says, maybe. Bartender, here it is. I say, thanks. Bartender, you two enjoy tonight as well, for as long as we all can. The day after. I thought we had to do 3 today, but we did 1 and then we went to the bar. That's my kind of end of the world, half-arsing it. I need to head out soon, but first, the most important part of the day. If I could take a moment to also tidy up the storage while I'm at it. Okay, I'm loving this bits. I'm loving the interactive bits. I'm loving the story, but I'm loving the interactive bits. Oh, no need to go out just yet. Okay, storage must be up here, maybe? First, the candles. Alright, just like every other day. Meredith Carnes. Amelia Baxter. Keaton Reitz. For the New World. Now, where to start with all of these boxes? Maybe I should get rid of them. Nobody's coming for this stuff. I don't remember having anyone scheduled this morning. The doorbell's going. Right, let's go back. Hey there, says the man. You, how did you get here? You dropped your visit card at my place. And you read it? A bit hard not to. Well, sorry for the trouble, but you didn't have to come all this way here to give it back. No, I'm here for business. Excuse me? I ask. The man replies, I'm being serious. You know you're supposed to have an appointment. My client's list is quite long. I know, all the other places. I couldn't even get to the main door. But here there's only you. And? Will you at least hear me out? He says. Until I need to get to my first cleaning, okay? That would be more than alright. So we only got half an hour per game, for various reasons on Quick Games Tech, yeah, because we're just trying to give people like a flavour of them, a little sample of them. We are beginning to bump up our half hour, but I'm going to keep going because, I don't know, this is like really intriguing story, and also quite gamey as well. Depending on what you ask, I might be the last one as well. Last cleaner. Man, right. No drinks or fancy things, since I didn't expect anyone. So speak up, I have barely 20 minutes left before I need to get going. You truly do sound like a busy man, says the man. But every cleaner must be lately. Is this how you start, by wasting time? I ask. The man replies, no, I apologize. I'm looking for someone who can clean up my friend's house. Yes? It takes forever with the waiting lists, and the price inflation doesn't help either. Do you think that I'm different from the others? I say, angrily. Man, you run a smaller business, clearly. I thought I might have a chance. So there's something you're not telling me, if all the others refused. The man says, since we know each other, I'll be honest from the start. I really don't have a huge budget for this. The funeral took most of my savings, with the awful new prices. Such a good friend you are. Such a good friend that you are, huh? I'm the only one she had left. Oh, is she your very special someone or something? Man, no, she's just my best friend. I owe her this much. I say, but you cannot pay for it. I can pay, says the man. I'll give you everything I have. This is very far from my rates. You two, doubting my work, I say. The man says, I'm sure you're a pro, it's just that, how are we supposed to pay for this when everyone around us is dying? Look, you don't have to clean her house. I do though. Alright then. Not with this money, I say, not by a long shot. Can't we make it a favour? He asks, hesitantly. Over what? I say. The man says, over our relationship? I say, I don't remember owning something to random people I sleep with. The man says, you only see me like that, see me as that, huh? I say, didn't I make it clear the first time? You did. No feelings, young man. This is nothing personal. I just cannot run this business to the ground, I say. Do you know how much competition there is out there? With so many dead people? Look, I'll do anything you want in exchange, the guy says. I can tell you as many stories you want. I can read any book you want, or get you any drink. I'll do anything you want at night as well. I'm speechless. I'm sorry, but I really don't have any use for any of this. The man says, I can clean with you. Can't you clean it on your own then? I say. The man says, I lack the equipment and maybe the stomach. I can't really help you then, I say. I thought that maybe, started the man. You thought wrong, I said firmly. And I only have 5 minutes left. So unless you have a secret weapon, it might be time to give up. The man says, I don't have anything else. I take a softer tone. I'm sorry then. You do know where the door is, though. Ouch. Okay, not a softer tone, a harsher tone. Man. I'm sorry, Jess. I failed you once again, he says. Jess, I say. That's her name, yes, says the man. Not that it matters to you, does it? Jess How? Man, what's her full name? Jess Blackwell? Is that a reference to the Blackwell point and click games? Like Blackwell Deception? Blackwell... Are they even Blackwell? I don't know. Jess Blackwell. Because now I think about it, like being able to see the ghosts of dead people, it is a little bit... Oh, what are those games called? I think it is Blackwell. Did you hear about her family, maybe? I can assure you that she's not. Keep it down for a second, will you? I ask. Yes, says the man. What was her high school name? I ask. Summerfield, he says. Why are you asking? Did you know her? Time is up, I say. Look, Listen to me, yeah? Yes? I can clean her place after I'm done with my regular work. Really? But let's set a few rules. Of course. We start tomorrow because I have nothing prepared for today. And you help me clean it. That's totally fine with me. I'll accept your payment, but just know it'll take some time if we proceed this way. Anything is okay. I'd do anything to get this done with. We have an agreement then. I'll send you a text about where and when we can meet before going there. Be sure to send me the address. I'll need you to fill some forms as well. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Don't. If she wasn't Jess, I wouldn't be doing this. Ooh, Jess Blackwell. Now that was one name he hadn't heard in forever. Yet, in the past, it was the only name he might as well have known for years. And now he'd put himself into quite the troublesome situation for her sake. Frankly, he was disappointed in himself for never learning to let go of certain things. Yet, there was only one Jess Blackwell in the whole world, and she was gone as well. The day after. Oh, alright, can we save it? Okay, no, we'll get through this. Sorry, I don't know the area too well. Make sure that you do tomorrow. So are we going to get clean now? Yes. I got the products, so we should be good to go. No special gear? I've got a mask for you. What about you? No need. I only need my gloves. You are the pro. Not a word to my boss. You have a boss? She's the one who started this business. She's in charge of the funerals. There's no body anymore, right? No, there isn't. Great. Don't tell me she didn't die in her bathtub, please. She didn't. Why? It would make my job a lot harder, I promise. I don't want to know why. But now I'm a bit curious about your boss. Don't be, or she'll never let me hear the end of this. Let's go. Yes, thank you, again. No thanks, I said. Sorry. And no apologies. You're a special kind of guy, aren't you? He says. Is he? Debatable. Oh, you'll see. You'll probably never invite me drinking together ever again. I'm pretty concerned now. Oh wait, does the man just think it's like a cleaning job, as in just like cleaning up the apartment? Whereas I'm thinking like cleaning is a special role in this world for like, you know, shepherding people. Anyway, You all know what I'm thinking. Let's first clean where the body was, yeah? It'll make things a bit easier for us later on. What's with that face? Nothing, says the man. I'm ready. Are you? Yes? We'll see. This is something, I'll be honest, but it's not the first time either. You don't look okay, it's just the smell. If you can't stand it, you won't be of much use to me in here. I'm sorry, I'll do my best. Alright, how about you stay here for a bit today though? I'll take care of the smell and all of that. Man, huh? Would that be alright? Make yourself useful, don't slack off just because I'm not looking, and we'll get along. What do you need me to do then? Finish signing up the papers, and if you get some time, do clean around the entrance a bit, will you? That works. Great then. Tell me where I'm supposed to go though. Where did she die? I don't like wasting time. Her bedroom. You can go from the hallway connected to the living room. If you can still see it. Got it. I'll see you in a bit then. Take care. Don't worry, this is not any different from any other day for me. Oh right, says the man. I'll press enter. Oh. So, this is the other side. Not a bad house, Jess, I'm sure. Although I'm sure it must have been better in its old days. Can you hear me from here? I can. We're getting rid of the furniture and all of that as well, right? If possible, yes, says the man. I don't think anything is salvageable. There could be something, but no point if nobody uses them anymore. No one is getting them, right? No, says the man. I could take something, but not the big stuff. Understood. I'm still impressed that we need to empty these places if someone else is going to buy them later on, but directives are directives and fines are fines. If they think they can repopulate this planet faster than it's dying, it's not my problem. Okay, let's save. And let's end it there. Oh. Q? Can we quit? Select back? Nope. Alright, well, we're going to have to leave it there, but that was just the first little glimpse of the cleaner. What an intriguing concept, dying world, what an intriguing other concept that, you know, we can see, I guess, the remnants of people after they've died. Intriguing concept, what's on his VHS tape, intriguing concept, what's his relationship with this man that he's kind of like settling for at the end of the world. Yeah, I actually kind of might continue playing this in my own time. But you can go play it right now. It's on itch. It's really good. Right, thank you for joining me here on Queer Games Heck Yeah, and I'll talk to you some other time. Bye.